following program on Ada Derana 24 is classified for general audience. It is intended for all ages. It contains little or no violence, no strong language, and little or no sexual dialogue or situations.
Good evening. You're joining the Business Best, a platform for the best in the business and an opportunity for you to connect with innovators, entrepreneurs, and veterans from various industries. The talk of the town is artificial intelligence and company handling to customer service, as well as analyzing data to create a data-driven culture using AI is the trend. Today, we have a company which supports you in AI integration, BIZZMAN360, and we have the founder, Lucky Chandradasa, with us. Lucky, a warm welcome to you.
Thank you, Rukshi, and thank you, Derana, for having me here today.
We are honored.
And I am excited.
Yes, so let's start with a brief introduction. Yeah. Who is Lucky?
So I've been in the business, in the industry as an entrepreneur for over 15 years now.
Okay.
So, if you compare the management or doing business to a road trip, or rather a journey on the road, mine, I would say, have been a bumpy ride. So trying to manage a lot of things on my own, and of course, the usual entrepreneur, what the usual entrepreneur would experience in the business landscape. So through this, I was always trying to automate processes, just to fit myself and make things possible for me to do by myself, right? So automation, and I was developing processes which would help me to manage my business.
Okay.
So my educational background was, after I left college, I did software engineering, but not for too long. Then I shifted to do mechanical engineering, and then I did my MBA. And then, as a usual second generation entrepreneur would do, I joined my father, and then just followed his business, and continued his legacy.
Okay.
But throughout this exercise, since I came across a lot of challenges, I tend to use my software skills to develop processes. So it came as a blessing in disguise, because later on I found out that I'm doing and creating a lot of software related products to support my business. Then while I was doing this, I came across a friend of mine who was, was a developer, and I saw a gap in the local market where, to have a job portal. Now we have certain job portals in Sri Lanka, right? Obviously, to name a few, Top Jobs, or Express Jobs, or whatever. So most of them were targeting white collar jobs.
I agree.
Right?
Yes.
So for blue collar jobs, there was no specific job portal. So, but then I thought, okay, this is a good area to sort of,
something we were missing.
Yeah, to bridge the gap. So then we did develop a software, a mobile app and things like that. But only to find out later on, unfortunately, our employees who tend to do blue collar jobs, other than going to Facebook, they don't use their mobile for any productive activities. This was not something that we anticipated, but thought, okay, the transition is there, technology is there, so we're going to do it. But but then through this, I again got exposed to the software development, something which I stopped after my A-levels.
Okay.
So then, what I had always within me was that I was able to read a source code. Source code is the high-level language, right? So there are different types of high-level languages, just like the one that we speak in terms of, now it's English, but computers understand a different language.
Yeah.
So I had the ability to read these things and understand what's going on. So then, while this was happening, artificial intelligence was something that really caught my attention. And well, I knew exactly as soon as artificial intelligence came into the picture, this is going to be the future, and it's going to change the landscape of how we do, how we interact with with everything. You know, a few months ago, people didn't know much about ChatGPT. Now, everybody is talking to ChatGPT.
Everyone knows and everyone's using.
Right? So to do their letters or
if they have a question, it's not the Google, but it's a ChatGPT. You just
so
type it on it.
Exactly. So everything is changing. I believe even the educational system of a country should change. If we don't, see, one thing is like memorizing is going to be a thing of the past, right? So it doesn't matter if you memorize and have all that which is inside, which is in a book in your memory. Because if you know how to implement it, whatever you want, whatever the content that you need could be on your laptop or your phone within seconds, right? So you don't need exactly to remember each and every word, each and every sentence in that, right? So what we need to focus in the future is the implementation and how to do it, right? So of
this
course,
is when you start BIZZMAN360.
So this is when I started BIZZMAN360, because one thing is I knew that artificial intelligence is
going to take over.
You know, something that we can develop, customize, and support local businesses as well as international. Now, Sri Lanka is known for our IT sector, right? And whatever I start, one thing is I need to know how to do it. So I got back to software development. I did the coding. I learned a couple of languages like Node.js, Python, and things like that. I'm just giving you a few names, but through which I developed a few applications, which people love and which caught a lot of people's attention. And right now, so BIZZMAN360, then I thought, okay, I need to put both my legs there, because this is the future. This is where I really belong. And with the 15-year experience that I have doing practical business in a practical way, that really puts me in a unique place in the software industry. Now, for example, if somebody, obviously Sri Lanka is a place where there's tremendous knowledge and tremendous skills in software development. But if you ask me, okay, what I have to offer, it is the practical experience of doing a business and giving and having a solution to solve exactly what's required, right? So if a software developer goes, he will have to learn how the business operates. So for me, I know exactly how it operates. And just to plug the solution.
It's a holistic approach you bring in with BIZZMAN360 with your expertise, knowledge. Right, okay. So tell me about your products before we go into a break.
Yeah.
Blackie, let's start off with the products you have to offer.
Yeah, so basically, mainly we do AI-related products like to handle customer service. That's one of the things. Now, there are generic bots out there. If you go onto the internet, you can find plenty. But there is a limitation in terms of how much you can train them.
True.
Right? So if you have a business and you want to train them specifically on everything that you want to pass the knowledge to that artificial intelligence, then you can't do that with the generic bots that you have on the internet. So you need to have we need to do a different development with in-depth training, so that your artificial intelligence can replace exactly what you are doing, right? So think about it like this, right? Think about it as having a supernatural power that you can clone yourself and send your ghost to the customer, right? So think about it like that. Makes it easy for you to understand, right? So yourself has gone there and
interacting with
the customer whenever they want.
Not a typical chatbot.
Not a typical chatbot, definitely. Right? So that's just one side of it. Then the business analytics. Think about it
Let's talk about business analytics after this short break.
Sure.
So we are in conversation with the founder of BIZZMAN360. I'll see you after the short break. You're joining the Business Biz, and we are in conversation with the founder BIZZMAN360, Lucky Champradas. Lucky, we were talking about business analytics.
Yeah,
talk
so
about
Rukshi, I would like to start off with what I just said before the break. I was saying customer service, right? So just imagine that you have, let's say, Rukshi is running a boutique hotel, right? You have a hotel chain, and there are customers asking questions online before they book your place, because there are a lot of foreigners who's going to obviously come in.
And I cannot attend to them all.
All, right?
Personally, yeah.
So they will ask for pictures, the rates, and all of these things. So I told you already about handling the customer service side. Now you want to, now you have such a big chain, and you want to actually get analytics. You want to analyze how these customers behave. What are the most frequently asked questions? What should you improve with your business in terms of, should you focus on improving the aesthetic of the, into the interior? Are they interested in the beach side, or are they interested in going to candy, or
the ambience overall?
Things like that. So basically, you can with a lot of data, if you go to analyze it, you need to sit down with your computer, go through all the queries, and then think about it, right?
Do your own research.
And then maybe do your own research. Maybe do a brainstorm with a couple of your friends. And it doesn't mean that it will give you also accurate information.
And it consumes a lot of time.
A lot of time. Maybe you're a busy person, you don't have time to do this. So what we can do for you in terms of business analytics is that we can develop an AI assistant that you can talk to and find out what are the crucial, the critical points that you need to be focused on, pay attention to, right? For example, you can ask what are the most interested places our clients want to site, right? So then something like that. I'm giving you a very simple example. So when it comes to business analytics, it could be financial, it could be qualitative, quantitative, all these things. I hope you got my point.
Of course.
Yeah.
So not a typical chatbot, and then the business analytics part. So those are your products or services you offer.
Well, that's the of course, those are the two
main
dimensions
aims that you
yes.
try to conquer.
Yeah.
In terms of your
correct. So other than that, we offer certain other services as well.
Okay.
Creating dashboards that will help to monitor performance and things like that. Then AI-powered landing pages, which you can send to your customers for onboarding, so that questions can be answered immediately. So if you ask me, for the primary goal, it's to increase efficiency, reduce cost. Right?
Yeah.
And artificial intelligence is definitely the way forward to do that.
AI is conquering the world. And when I was going through your website, Lucky, I saw this interesting quote.
Yeah.
We like to practice what we preach and skip the website to chat with an agent. And I saw one of your blogs saying that only 20% of the web content is read by the people who visit a website.
Correct.
I would like to talk
so
about
basically,
it.
if you search yourself or anybody who's watching this could just search on Google. Simple search would give you the information. How much of content on average does a usual person read?
Because we have a lot of content now. Everyone is really focused on the content they have to put in when they design a the website for their company.
Yeah.
But you only have 3 tabs. One for the home, and then
just the blog,
and then chat with our agent.
That's on the home page as well.
Yeah.
So that because it doesn't have to be even though you put a lot of content in there, if nobody's reading it, what's the use of it, right? You know, you want to make it look big, but end of the day, if nobody's reading the entire content, then you know, do you go to a website? I mean, think about yourself. If you go to a website, don't you ask the same questions from, you know, when you meet the business?
What I want to know, I will definitely
ask, right? So probably the answer for your question might have been already there in the website, even though you didn't see it. So you just look at it, you look at the brand, you see the most important aspects, like the services that they do or the products they offer, patas you call, and then you ask the human, right? So if you just don't have all that jargon and then cut to the chase, deploy the assistant, and then get the assistant to answer all the queries, and whatever, you know, each visitor will have their own requirement, right? So each requirement could be answered in the personalized form that they want to.
This brings me to my next question. Yes. So if I have a question, and can you personalize that answer, like,
of course,
through your system?
Of course. I mean, not only that, if you have visited the website before, and if you have done a transaction, or if you have done certain interactions, you've given certain information, that could be tracked, and the next time you visit, we could start from where you left off. Yes, exactly. So, I mean, it's all about personalization. Personalization comes definitely as a key role with artificial intelligence, which a normal human might not be able to do so well. Because, I mean, even going into your account, if it's a website with a member login and things like that, then you have your own you know, transactions done, so on and so forth, recorded in the database. You know, for a human to go and check the database and give answers and do all that is going to take a lot of time, and personalization cannot happen immediately. But with artificial intelligence, it could happen immediately.
Okay. So with your expertise, knowledge, Lucky, and as you've been exposed to many different disciplines, not only programming, not only software development, what are the queries you get? What are the challenges the current businesses are facing in terms of their web tools, or if our viewers, if they have the same challenge, they can definitely contact you under this program. What are the queries you get? What are the challenges they're facing?
I mean, of course, the challenges I faced, let's say, just if I say about myself, one of the major challenges is to answer questions for customers, right? So, you know, if you have a clothing store, let's say, right? Okay, the customer will ask, okay, do you have this design? Do you have this available?
Color, the size.
Yes, size. Can you do this for us? Can you customize? All these things, right? So if you can automate that, you just have to run your core business. You don't have to worry about you know, handling that part, right? And you don't have to worry about training somebody to handle that so well, because obviously there is a lot of margin for error with humans.
True.
So if you can really properly train an AI assistant to do that for you, then I don't think you know, you can really focus on your core business. And really
the operation part of it.
Operation part of it. That's one of the things. And other thing is, main thing is actually, one other thing is data-driven decisions, right? Data-driven decisions are not made by a lot of business people. So it's difficult for us. You know, we are so engaged with so many things, so many bottlenecks, so many day-to-day activities, right? And solving little problems. We don't have time to sort of make data-driven decisions. So having an AI assistant will enable you to, right, even when you go home after a hectic day, you can still talk to your assistant and find out what are the trends that has been happening, and you can make that data-driven decision that will affect the business in a very, you know, positive way. So those are the two things that I think businesses are currently facing challenges here.
And the AI will do the job for you.
AI will
What's
do
your team like, Lucky? What?
So basically, including me, including me, I do a large portion of the development myself.
Okay. And the analysis as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have a small team right now, so because it's up and coming in the software.
New and upcoming company.
So we have about 6 guys very talented, skilled, specialized in different areas. So so I mean it's happening so fast, and we are growing so fast, and we are currently giving solutions to a couple of businesses in different industries. So it's a nice journey.
You see a lot of business opportunities, AI conquering the world. With AI conquering the world.
Definitely,
right?
because one other thing is, if you take the Western world, they always want to do their development from either India or Sri Lanka. We are known for it, right? So, which I would say where we would have a competitive advantage is as I said before, is the business experience, right, coupled with the solution, right? So when we talk to a client, we can connect immediately, identify the problem, rather than having to sort of sit with them and to see, okay, where the problem is and all that, sit with them for hours and hours. We immediately will connect.
If they want to connect with you, Lucky, how can they do that?
Okay, so they can visit our website, BIZZMAN360.com, and there is obviously a guided methodology that we have implemented, where you can book an appointment, and then we will sit with you and take your business into the next level.
Thank you very much, Lucky, and I wish you all the very best in all your future endeavors. And we were in conversation with the founder, BIZZMAN360. Lucky, once again, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Rukshi, for having me, and thank you, Derana, for organizing this, and it's been a wonderful experience.
It was lovely. So we were talking about the new trends with the BIZZMAN360. I'll see you next week with a similar promising discussion. Have a pleasant evening.